Coach Bo Ryan, kind enough to join us. Coach, what was your message to your team afterward?
I've never been prouder of a group. I thought they handled a lot of adversity that was going on in that game about as well as any group of young men I've ever seen. There were times where it was very tough for our guys to understand what was and what wasn't, how it was going to be played out. So we had a run, they came back, made a run, and their run was better than ours. But to have these guys go through, win everything they were in, battle for Atlantis, the regular season, conference tournament, the other 2 weekends, the semis, and then, came up one short. I'm proud of them. I mean, there's going to be disappointment in their lives, and, this happens to be one of those days where you have to deal with things that maybe didn't go your way and that you feel maybe should have and things like that. So you got to put that aside because it's going to happen a lot more on their jobs and in their life and their family life and everything else. So you learn from athletics and you learn how things can be sometimes that don't make a lot of sense or don't do this or don't do that. And you just have to move on.
Coach, there was a period where it looked like you guys had control of the game, and
we hit some shots.
You hit some shots, and then all of a sudden Duke makes a run. What was the deciding factor during that run that you?
Well, some decisions that we'd like to have back. Some things with passes, things with no blockout, without a blockout that needed to be here, needed to be there. A loose ball that bounces one way or the other. A ball that looks like it goes off the other team, and you're trying to get the possession, and we didn't get that possession. If things like that happen, then you're digging out of a hole. So we got behind, and we've been really good in the last 5 minutes of games. So this just happened to be one where we didn't have enough.
Coach, it seemed like the philosophy game plan was to get at, Okafor making pick up some fouls, Winslow, which worked. But for this Duke team to be able to have, we talked about Grayson Allen, guys like that come in and step up, is that a credit to what they were able to do? Because the game plan seemed like it was working for you to get those guys out of the game.
Well, I felt walking away from the game, if we played them 10 times, we could get some. Might be 5-5, but in college basketball, it's one. Kentucky's probably saying, well, yeah, we'd like to play them best 2 out of 3,
right.
Or North Carolina or anybody else, but they don't allow us to do that. Thank goodness. But the run these guys made, wow, just so proud of them.
Yeah, Coach, before last year, Wisconsin had been to 2 Final Fours ever. I've been to 2 the last 2 years. This senior class that you're losing is the most decorated class in Wisconsin history. Give us a sense of what those guys have meant to this program.
Oh, you have to think of the categories that we've been statistically listed in. Okay, fewest number of turnovers. How do you do that? You do that by having a great work ethic, players, people that will make the extra pass, people that won't try to put themselves in jeopardy with the ball, and so fewest number of fouls means, and you're winning games. Now, a team that's not committing a lot of fouls and they aren't winning, then maybe you ought to commit more fouls. But look at all the categories: offensive efficiency to lead the country. You're right; they're leaving a legacy as seniors. But our teams have done that before, where they'll maybe be good in one category, fewest turnovers, or best defensive team in 2008, 2012, things like that. But this group overall, by what they did with leading the Big Ten in fewest number of points given up, along with the offensive efficiency, there might not be a team that leads in that many categories again. I don't know. I don't think there'll be very many.
Right.
So I'm proud of them. They did the things they had to do in order to have a chance to compete with these other teams.
Wisconsin coach Bo Ryan. Coach, congratulations on a great year this year, a fabulous year last year, and we look forward to seeing what's in store for the Badgers next year. Thanks for taking some time with us.
We're glad to represent the Big Ten and have you guys work a couple extra days. Stay around.
Appreciate that, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.